Hey everybody, it's Sean again. It's Monday, January 19th. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got an update for the little Kubota diesel generator here. As you can see, I finally got the electrical panel and outlets mounted up. This isn't originally how I wanted to do it, but this is kind of how I ended up having to do it. So I'll probably change the outlet boxes for waterproof boxes and stuff like that, or build an enclosure around the whole front. But that is a weather resistant, outdoor rated breaker panel there. And inside, everything is wired in, cables in, generator head's covered up, still need that cover, everything like that. And I guess one other thing that I kind of wanted to ask you guys about, and feel free to leave any comments with your opinions. I got a fuel tank here. This is a 56-gallon fuel tank off of a 5-ton military truck. Like I said, it holds 56 gallons, and it's essentially full right now with a JP8. And actually, it's not full right now. We had to drain those 3 containers, and then the one right there are all full of JP8 that came out of there just so we can get out of the truck, and it's still got quite a bit left in it. So it's basically about full, and then we got more in there. We had to fill that up as well, so that's got a full tank of basically, well, it's about half diesel, half JP8, and a few additives and whatnot. However, I was kind of curious what y'all think about this fuel tank, about mounting it on the tongue right there. Just as an auxiliary tank. It has the 2 fuel lines, the 2 big fuel lines coming out. There's a fuel sending unit right there, I guess for the fuel gauge. This is the pipe that has the dip tube on it that goes down to the bottom, and this, I guess, is the return. So that's pretty much ready to go. Obviously there's a big filling thing there, and a drain plug on the bottom is how we got everything out. My concern with that is that on that unit, as you can see, the fuel tank is in the front of the unit, which is that brownish thing you see there in the left-hand side of the opening. And most of that stuff is ahead of the axle. You can see the axle is kind of far back. So the center of gravity is kind of toward the front of the unit. And as it stands right now, with a full tank of fuel, it is moderately difficult to move it around. When it's got an empty tank, it's light as a feather. You can move it around really easily. As it stands, it takes about 2 people to get it up the driveway. One to kind of hold the tongue up and the other to push from behind. My concern with this is that with 56 gallons of fuel in it, and then sitting on that tongue, that it's going to be excessively heavy. So I'm not really sure what to do there. I may just end up keeping it off to the side and just mounting it basically on a stand, and then basically just using it for fuel storage, and figuring out a way to make that work if that's an option. But I'm definitely open to feedback, ideas, things like that. All that stuff is always welcome. But now I'll do a cold start on it, and we'll show you how it's running right now with that bad injector. And you'll see it's pretty hard to start. So put the key in, and the switch is being a pain. Go to preheat. And the fuel pump's taking some air. Little prime for a good time. as you can see, it started up all right there because it's kind of warm out today. It's fairly warm out. I'm actually out here with no shirt on right now. It's not bad as far as temperature. However, you can see that it does run rough, and it takes a few seconds for it to get up to speed, and it also smokes white. That white smoke eventually does clear up after a few minutes of running, but like I said, that fuel injector, the number 3 fuel injector closest to the flywheel, is not good. So that definitely needs to get replaced. And like I said, I've got there's a guy on eBay. He's got one for sale right now. He's gonna sell me a set of 3 for $100. So that should work out very well. As soon as I got a little bit extra cash, I'll probably pick that up off of him, and then I'll go from there. So yeah, rate, leave some comments and stuff like that. Any kind of ideas, suggestions, things like that are always welcome. Constructive criticism is also always welcome. And thanks for watching.